This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, we are back. During the halftime, it was really nice festivities there with the homecoming court, and congratulations, Dan.
Thank you very much.
Mike, he is the king, and then we had Hope Emmington as the queen for the court.
Yep.
So did you happen to hear which float? Mike said it was going to be the senior.
If I remember correctly, Bill, it was the senior float, but
yeah,
don't quote me on that.
He said it was going to be rigged anyway. So, but anyway, Dan, if we could go over the scoring in the first half, that would be great.
Well, scoreless first quarter here. Gaylord Blue Devils opened up scoring 7:34 left in the second quarter on a Jared Ith TD run. The extra point by Kotsky was blocked as McDaniels broke through the line pretty much about the same time the ball was leaving the tee. He was gathering it up. So at that point, 6-0 Gaylord. Vikings came back about exactly 3 minutes later. They scored at 4:41 of the second period. Keegan Brooks ran a nice run from 12 yards out. It was about three quarterback keepers in a row right there as big third down run, setting all that up. And then Brooks took it right up the middle on the 2-point conversion. So the Vikings O-line, led by center Joe Troutner, opened up some big holes for Brooks in the last couple of minutes. That made the score 8-6, and that's where we're at right now, Bill. 8-6 Cadillac.
Yeah, it was kind of the first drive for Cadillac. They were moving the ball at will. Then Gaylord was able to move the ball. Then there was a period of time where both Ds were just shutting everything down. Then in the second quarter, they were moving the ball well again. So I think that's kind of how we ended up with both teams being pretty efficient on offense.
Second half could be a little bit different story, Bill. The rain held off for almost the entire first half, but last minute and a half before the half and all halftime, it's been pretty steady. And it looks like it's going to continue.
Yeah, turnovers are definitely going to be a potential issue here in the second half. We want to let people know that they can order DVD copies of the broadcast online at mynews26.com or cctv-cadillac.org. Viewers can also watch the game after 10 o'clock tonight. They can stream it on the web at mynews26.com. And our upcoming schedule, girls volleyball is going to be October 17th. Petoskey at Cadillac. We'll be bringing you that game. Actually, that'll be my first volleyball game of this season.
Tell you what,
so
I got a chance to watch Cadillac Lady Vikings and the Alpena Lady Wildcats in a battle here this week. And Cadillac's got a pretty strong team again this year. And Alpena struggled in the game. They're very young, but you can definitely see a lot of young talent coming up for them.
All right, we are underway here in the second half. Daniels with the squib kick towards the out-of-bounds line. Sliding down on it is Jesse Caverson, and he will cover it at the 24-yard line.
No return there. You know, high school rules, if your knee's down, play is dead. Protects the players a lot more.
I was thinking he might let that one go. It had a lot of speed if it goes out of bounds. Did you think that too?
It's easy to think that up here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tough down there as a player.
Right. We also have football. Our next coverage on 26 Sports is going to be October 21st. TC Central will be at Cadillac, and that could potentially be a big-time showdown there. Blue Devils with a yard or two on the first carry of the second half.
That would be Josiah Price. And
is that the first time we called him?
Or Josiah Campbell, excuse me, and Jacob Connie on the tackle right there.
I did not get the runner. It might have been Ith.
I think Duncan handed that off to Ith there.
Second down and 8. Rain is coming down pretty steady right now. Vikings stacking quite a few in the box right now. Handoff goes to Ith on the left side. He's forced back by Clayton McCarthy, and then the rest of the Vikings.
I think there's a flag down over there too, Bill.
Could have been a hold on McCarthy as he shot through the line. Nice job by the speed of Clayton McCarthy to force Ith back.
Yep. Cochran, Tanner Cochran jumping on the end of that tackle also. I guess that is not a flag that I'm seeing. It's a little hard to see it through our window here. It's got a lot of moisture on it right now.
3rd and 12, so a key play here. You don't want to be punting in this rain from deep in your own territory. Duncan is hit right when he releases. The ball's up in the air and it falls down. It's going to be, I think, ruled a incomplete pass. Arm was moving forward, Dan, wasn't it?
Yep. The ball went forward, arm was moving forward. Duncan's limping off.
Boy, he took
that could be a big loss for Gaylord as they lost their starting quarterback last week. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast tonight, Shane Duncan stepped up as a senior here. First year playing quarterback in quite a few years and has done a really bang-up job for Gaylord. Hopefully he'll be back soon.
And we'll see maybe if we can get that one queued up for a replay after this punt here to see who the Vikings had in there. That's punt, nice roll for Gaylord. It's going to go all the way down to the 45-yard, and touching it there is number 44 for Gaylord, Scott Rule.
Smart job back there by the deep backs there for the Vikings. You know, it's raining, it's wet. You're going to get really good field position anyway. Just get out of the way of that. Let Gaylord do what they do there, and the Vikings start their first possession of the 3rd quarter with very, very good field position.
And this is a time where you kind of just want ball management, no turnovers if possible. Vikings are on the field now as they will take over on their own 45. Here's a replay of that last play, coming in right up the middle with the tackle there. Still can't, because of the rain, it's hard to tell on the number, but boy, he met him just as he was moving forward on the arm action. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. The Vikings lead 8-6. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage is Connor Flint. We are bringing you this high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. Dan Gussert along with Bill Dooley, and I'm glad we're in the booth tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure it's making it a tough game to try to plan and do what you would normally do in dry weather.
2nd down and 10 for the Vikings. There's a pitch out wide to. That's Ryan DeKreiger.
Ryan DeKreiger was able to break a tackle in the backfield from one of the Blue Devils and turned what could have been a 2-3-yard loss into a 1st down for Cadillac.
And they haven't called Ryan's number too much tonight.
Not
but
much.
That was a nice run. A good 12-yard pickup for DeKreiger. All right, the Vikings up to the line. DeKreiger and Caden Dennis are the split backs. Dennis in motion to give us up the middle and met right there by, who was it, Dan? Numbers
is 77.
And he's hurt a little bit. 37.
37. That's a linebacker right there. Is that Wilson again?
Yeah, Matthew Wilson.
We called his name quite a bit. Sophomore linebacker.
Yeah, that was a big time hit
Along
right
with,
there.
Number 10, James Miller, the other sophomore linebacker for this Blue Devil defense.
A young defense it is. Keegan Brooks keeps it, and smart thing because
Bradley Ames had him all lined up.
Wow.
He had the pitch played, and Keegan made a wise choice there. It's a couple-yard loss, but that's not a turnover.
That's a great defensive assignment right there, not going for the pitch, just covering the quarterback. That's what you're supposed to do there. Coach William Cleaver's got to be happy with his defense so far. It's Cadillac 8 and Gaylord 6. two people
Guys
in motion there.
That's a flag, yep.
And it didn't go anywhere anyway.
There's a flag on the play, and
they may decline this.
They may. Yep. I don't know that they will. Maybe they will.
Now, can they? That's the question. Because
illegal motion, because it's happened before the play is official, it probably they don't have a choice in the matter.
Yeah.
And we'd be wrong.
Okay. I would decline it if I had the choice because it makes it fourth
As
down.
Terry and Renee have told us before, we're wrong. Well, we're very lucky to have two wonderful wives, Bill.
Absolutely. And except the Packer fan portion of it, I have to live with that, but that's okay. All right, in the punt position is Daniels. He'll angle it to the right sidelines through the raindrops. It'll
down on about the 30-yard line, Bill.
Did not make it out of bounds. Around the 27.
Speaking of the big boys in sports, Tigers got a big game in Atlanta tonight. And where it is right now, 4-0 Tigers early in that game. Miguel Cabrera with a couple of big home runs, and Kinsler. Yep.
And they realistically have to sweep Atlanta and then hope for some help from a couple of the other teams.
Hard to believe tomorrow's October 1st.
Yep. Gaylord will take over on their own 28-yard line. Here's a handoff to Eith. Eith running on the right side. Oh, he's
horse collar there, not called.
Right around the neck.
Yep. Might have got enough of the shoulder pad, I guess, to not call that.
Yeah, McDaniel and McCarthy were there along with Josiah Campbell.
Gained about 5 on the play.
Yeah, that was definitely, it was a high tackle, but he didn't grab the pads.
Yep.
Split out is Hooper. He's in motion to the left side. They got Charlie May also out there. Here's a fake pass downfield, and Keegan Brooks was the one closest to that one. Good thing it was low.
I tell you what, a little hit on the quarterback right there as he threw it. Gaylord definitely was open. I think that's Ryan DeKreiger, number 33 out there, that put the pressure on Duncan.
It's just hard to pass it right now, Dan.
Yep. And you know what? When you don't have your legs behind you, and Ryan was all over those, just couldn't get it there. And almost picked off.
3rd down and 6. 7.5 to go here in the third quarter. The Vikings are up 8-6. The difference in this game is a 2-point conversion by Keegan Brooks.
Duncan looked fine after that. He got hit pretty hard a possession ago.
He's a big kid.
On that. And we got flags all over the field, Bill, and a sack for the Viking defense.
Job there coming up as Ryan DeKreiger gets out of the pile first, clapping his hands. And Duncan tried to do a quarterback keeper. Holding against Gaylord. It'll be declined, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, so far this quarter, Bill, defenses have looked pretty strong for both teams. Weather, I'm sure, playing a large part of that. It's kind of makes it a little easier as a defensive ball player to know all you got to do is go forward. Yep. There's not a lot of going left or right in a game like this.
All right, number 84, Ethan Peel, will be back to punt for Gaylord. Back is Clayton McCarthy. There's a short punt. Fair catch call. He'll get out of the way, and it'll go out of bounds. A great roll at the 28-yard line. Actually, they're going to mark it right around the 30, just inside the 30.
Well, Bill, why don't we list off our sponsors here? Seems like a good time for that right now. We have the Bear Den Grill, Evil's. We've got LC Materials in the Concrete Store, Vickery Financial, Crystal Flash, Bowman and Rogers, Cadillac Casting, Packed Mail, Bigelow Supply, Doug Glass, High Point, Cadillac Tire, and Pizza Plus. Thank you to our sponsors for their for them allowing us to bring you some Big North football here tonight from Cadillac's rainy Veterans Memorial Stadium.
And hopefully that sponsor list will just keep growing.
Absolutely.
Growing and growing. Okay, the Vikings take over. Here's a quick pitch out to DeKreiger. DeKreiger has some speed. He breaks through one, and he's caught from behind by Jesse Caverson, but a huge gain on first down. No flags.
Nice blocking there by Clayton McCarthy up front. Took care of a player or two, and Ryan ended up running into him, slowed him down a little bit, but he certainly led the way right away.
He's causing the defense some trouble with his quickness and speed on a couple plays.
I think Caden Dennis on this side had a nice block on the play also. Quick 20-yard gain for the Vikings there. 30 yards almost.
And out to the right, I think that might be Tommy Huckle, split out to the wide right. Dennis in motion. The give is to Connor Flint. He makes about a yard.
Cody Moyer on the tackle right there. 6'1", 230-pound senior, wrapped up Vikings for about a 1 yard gain, Bill.
How big is 73?
73, that's Bryce Neff. He's 240. He's a 10th grader.
Wow, 6'3", 240. That's another mountain right there. All right, it is 2nd down and 8 for the Vikes. The give is to DeKreiger again on that left side. Puts his head down, still has the ball, and it takes 3 or 4 of them to bring him down.
That's 52. What you call a hard run. 52 on that tackle, 17 on that tackle.
34
Charlie May, 52. We called him a lot tonight. Ames. Bradley Ames, yep.
Hythe is out there. He's playing in the linebacker position.
Big 3rd down right now as the Vikings are on the 40-yard line. Got a little momentum here right now.
Ryan DeKreiger's had some success on the left side. DeKreiger again. Here's a quick hit up the middle.
Oh, nope, keeper kept it.
And he's got a first down. Is that Brooks?
Yep, that was Brooks. I think that was a design play all the way. Just kind of ran into his own player there. Looked like, Gaylord went with that player, and Brooks kept the ball and went to his left and picked up 7-8 yards.
Dan, that was an excellent fake on the fake give to Connor Flint, and that had me totally fooled. So the Vikings are really marching down the field right now. They are now on the 33-yard line. They have a 2-point lead, and 4:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pitching it out to DeKreiger. This time, number 52, Ames, said no way, not again.
Yep. Well, and that's the nature of this Cadillac offense. You run something, you run something, you run something. You get them over committing, and then change direction, and often you get a big gain out of it.
We've called Ames a lot tonight, haven't we?
Yes, we have. 6'1", 200-pound senior.
All right, the Vikings, 2nd down and 11. Up the middle this time to Connor Flint, and he pounds down to the 30. It's going to be about 5 or 6 to go for the first down.
That would be number 33 for Gaylord on the tackle, and I don't have a 33 on my thing. So maybe I'm reading that. It's probably 32 with Jesse Caverson.
Yeah. He's usually around the ball.
Yep.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Probably 4 down territory for the Vikes. See if they go up the middle on the keeper. They do keep it. And Brooks with his feet still moving. He's all the way down to the 18. Nice job by Keegan Brooks.
I tell you what, whoever Brooks faked that handoff to was stuck right there. If that had been a handoff, that would have been a no-gainer right there. Brooks read that well. That's that read. And he read that perfectly, kept the ball, and picked up a big chunk of yards.
I'll tell you what, they are executing really well right now.
Joe Troutner leading the way in the center of that line.
And with the conditions as slippery and wet as they are, I mean, hats off to
Jacob Kahani, Josiah Campbell in there. They're doing a great job on the O-line right now.
Brooks again is brought down, but not after a decent pickup on first down. They're all the way inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 5, we'll call it. So now they're finding that interior right up the middle again.
I think is that Seth Olson or Sam Platt, number 55, 58 on the guard on Brooks's left. Also doing a great job of blocking right now for the Vikings.
Right there, Ames. He just wrapped him up. Good job by Ames. Also number 10, James Miller, the linebacker, in on that tackle.
Well, we got 3rd and 4 or 5. I don't see the Vikings trying to kick anything if they don't get it. Rains have just really picked up here.
Well, even if you don't make it on 4th, you're giving Gaylord
a long field.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Brooks with the 3rd and 4. He keeps it. Brooks around the left side, and he's down to the 10. Really close.
Going to be close, Bill. You know, we talked about this last week. There were several times we thought the chain gang might be called out. Never was. From our angle, it's much harder to tell. Looks like it's short from what they're marking, though.
Right, because the sticks are past the 10, and they're, so it's a short 1 yard line. 1 yard,
Brooks right behind Troutner right here would be my call.
Troutner has been money tonight, hasn't he?
Let's see if those linebackers inside there are expecting the same thing. And they are.
They are, but the surge. And look at that. I want to say 3 yards after the initial hit.
Talk about the surge from quarterback Keegan Brooks, but the surge from Joe Troutner and the 2 guards right there.
Yeah.
That's number 50, I think that is. Mackenzie Fisher, am I right on that number from here?
Yes, it is 50, Mackenzie Fisher.
58 right there. Sam Platt, great job by the Vikings O-line. They are right around the 5 yard line.
Yep, they're knocking at the door. 1st and goal for the Vikings. And the defense has got to be a little bit tired.
The student body wants them to score now because it's their end of the field when we're under a minute to go here. Let's see if they get their wish.
Out wide to the left. DeKreiger doesn't make it in. It's fumbled, but we'll see if he was out of bounds. Oh, no.
Fumbled into the end zone, recovered by Gaylord is the call right now. There's some discussion going on.
He was touching the sideline.
I think he was out of bounds from my point of view.
He definitely was touching the sideline. We're going to definitely have to get this one queued up for a replay.
Well, we've got a little discussion going on, but I think the ruling on the field is Gaylord ball. I don't know, Bill.
Wow. Here we go on this. Cody Mallory, Coach Mallory is not happy, and we'll get a good view of it, I think.
Well, I don't know if we got the replay coming up, Bill. Looks like we're going back to live action here.
Okay.
So, 38 seconds to go. Oh, here it is, Bill. Here we come.
Going to be a timeout here.
We got some discussion going on, so maybe we can run that replay now. No, maybe not. Right back to live action. Referees have set the ball.
Okay.
Maybe we'll be able to get that at the end of the quarter here, Bill.
1st down from the 20-yard line. Ith keeps on his feet and gets 9 yards, very low to the ground for a 2nd and 1. And here's the replay on that fumble. Out wide, you can see his knee is down, but maybe the ball was hard to tell.
Well, I tell you what, he's stretching for the end zone like you're taught to do, just unable to control the ball.
Yeah. And the referees were right on top of it, too.
Bill, we're going to be running into the quarter here in about 6 seconds. It looks like it's going to end with the Vikings up 8-6.
All right, that will end the 3rd quarter, and we had no scoring in the 3rd quarter. It is the Cadillac Vikings 8 and the Gaylord Blue Devils 6. And we will be back in just a moment for the final 4th quarter action. It's going to be a thriller coming down the end. You're watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV.